So software. So software is a set of programs designed to perform well-defined function. A program is a sequence of instructions written to solve a particular problem. So I think we have talked about software in at length, but we now have two classifications of software. The one we call system software, and the other one is application software. System software is what allows the computer to learn. We talked about BIOS. BIOS is not the application software, but it might be classified like that. But now beyond BIOS, you normally install an operating system on top of BIOS. This allows the computer to start and now to receive more instructions. But now the operating system is like the governor of the computer. And some of you might be conversant with the operating systems like Windows 10, Windows 7, Ubuntu, Mac OS, all those Android 9, 10, all those are their system software. They are the host that allows you now to install applications and application software like Zoom, application software like Classroom, application software like the games you play. All those ones fall under the category of application software. But the systems, the operating systems like Windows, Ubuntu, Linux, Android, Mac OS, all fall under the category of a system software. You see that these are a collection of programs that are designed to operate, control, and extend the processing capabilities of what? Of a computer itself. So system software is generally prepared by the computer manufacturers. Well, most of Windows is not a computer manufacturer, but at least it is prepared by the company called Microsoft. Linux is prepared by some other people who are not necessarily computer manufacturers. Android is not prepared by manufacturer. But at least what we are saying is that these are system products comprised of programs that are written in low-level languages, which or interact with the hardware at a very basic level. So what we need to know about the characteristics of system software is that they are most of the times written in low-level languages, so that they interact with the hardware. They are like the ones that give instruction to the hardware at a very basic level. System software serves as an interface. The keyword there is the interface between the hardware and the end user. So some examples of system software: operating systems, compilers, interpreters, assemblers, among others. So we are the most obvious one is this one, the Windows, Linux, Solaris. I think this one falls under the category of Solaris. It's another kind of software that is not very common called the Solaris operating system that I think has that kind of a symbol. And of course, Mac OS is also there. Android is now very common, and iOS is the one that runs in iPhones. All those are the operating systems that are considered to be system software. They have some prominent features, as we are discussing next, that they are normally close to the system, they are fast in speed, they are very difficult to design, and they are difficult to understand, they are less interactive, they are smaller in size, they are difficult to manipulate, they are normally written in the low-level languages. The idea is that you rarely find someone creating a system level. So these ones are normally written by companies that have enough resources. Microsoft writes Windows. These are huge company. Apple writes Mac OS. Linux has been open software. There's contributions from many people, so it cannot be written by one person. So what you are simply saying is that the system software are normally very difficult to write, and they are normally allows you to communicate between the hardware and the software. Application software are designed to satisfy a particular need, and examples are many. If you go to a computer, you talk about Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word. You will find Excel, the most common one. You're going to find now. If you go to Android, you're going to find the most common one is a calculator, is an application software. A camera is a software that runs in the camera to allow you to take photos. The most obvious application that you find WhatsApp. WhatsApp is an example of an application software. You find Facebook. Of course, these all of these are meeting a particular need, and therefore they are developed by different people for different reasons. So we are also giving some other examples. a notepad for writing, editing a simple text. Other kinds of examples are spreadsheets. So all of these are quite common. I have already mentioned about Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, and when you go to KRA, they will learn an income tax software. When you go to the university, they will learn student record software. When you go to a company, you're going to have a payroll software for managing different tasks. So we are simply saying that those programs that perform specific tasks for specific people are called application software. That is the general category. And they have these unique features. They are normally closer to the user than the system. They are normally easier to design. They are more interactive. They have slow speed in comparison to the system software. They are generally written in high-level languages, and I know some of you are conversant. Some of them are C#, Python, JavaScript. These are programming languages that are considered to be high-level languages. They are normally easier to understand, they are easier to manipulate and use, and they are normally big in size and requires large storage space.